Hello, this is Erica with Launching Legacies. Welcome to our daily devotional. Today we are going to talk about drama and other distractions. So, as a counselor, you can only imagine that I am dealing with people who often have a lot of drama because Launching Legacies doesn't just deal with individual counseling. We deal with a lot of family issues and restoration. We deal with a lot of drama, and it becomes very clear to me why people think or that they don't like their families or they don't want to be a part of their families and so on and so forth, because the drama never ceases to exist in some families that are dysfunctional. And so today we're going to talk about drama and other distractions, because I think it's important that we get a baseline of that drama is not new. Okay. It's been around since the beginning, and it will probably be around until the end, until this world is destroyed and rebuilt again. So when we think about drama, we have to recognize that it is only a distraction, but sometimes people get more than just distracted. They get addicted to drama, and they like to have dramatic experiences happen in their life because they need that drama in order to feel like their life has any meaning or substance. And it's quite interesting phenomenon. I run into it from time to time, not as often as one might think, but I run into it from time to time where we have people who are literally addicted to dramatic episodes in their lives, and they create those episodes or drawn to those episodes with the intent to make their life feel more meaningful or full. And so although we can clearly say that most people don't want to have a disastrous life, if a person's life is already disastrous, it seems that they can bring this concept of entropy. Look up entropy. I talked about it a few months ago. They can bring this concept of entropy into their lives, into their family dynamic, and create what is a chaotic mess, like a stew of chaos with all of these different unique elements. And typically, if a family has been a part of something like that for a time, they'll get trapped. They'll get trapped in the normal concept, the normal behavior of dramatic people and their addictions to drama, and the whole mess will continue to ensue. Now, I know people or families that are like this, that are just drama laden, and that they're always pressing in the direction of more drama, more issues, more problems, just mess. And so, since we probably all know people like that, let's kind of dissect what's happening when people have drama distractions and drama addictions, and why those occur, but then also what we can do to kind of turn around people who may be this way in our lives. And so I want to first, this is just the baseline conversation about it, but for one, know that they exist, definitely. Know that people are addicted to drama. Secondly, know that those people who are addicted to drama are not people who are just not Christians. There are Christians who are addicted to drama as much as anybody else. And they don't even necessarily know that they're that way. People who are addicted to gossip or addicted to backbiting, they're addicted to drama. And you see this kind of behavior kind of flare up, and it seems to have a difficult time sizzling out. And sometimes we think that the solution to such issues is to completely dismiss people who have issues with drama distractions and drama addictions. And although I would say it's probably tempting for people who don't want to have drama in their life, it's not necessarily the best solution to this problem, because at the end of the day, you're ending relationships that might need to continue or might need to continue to be strong. So what you want to do is separate the behavior from the person. That's what we learned a long time ago when I started working with children with emotional behavior disorders, is that you have to separate the child from the behavior. The same strategy is true when it comes to drama and drama distractions. The first step is to separate the person from the behavior. That although the person is having a problem and they're distracted and they're, all enmeshed in this drama, they're still a person that you might need to have a good relationship with, a strong relationship with. And so you want to make a good, clean separation between those two. Now, true, if a person has moves towards a drama all the time, they're probably unhealthy. Okay, but unhealthy behavior is different than saying a person is not useful in your life. And so there's a lot of people who I know who have unhealthy behavior, unhealthy lifestyles, they make unhealthy choices. All of those things are very true, but the people are still valuable. I still have a demonstration of love towards them. I still have a desire to know them and be in relationship with them, but I need to choose how that works based on the choices that they have already made in their life. And so everybody has these choices, right? Nobody is without a choice. And as we get closer and more involved in this drama thing, we're going to look at some examples of people who are extremely messy and dramatic. As we get closer into it, into the nitty-gritty of drama and how it creates a distraction, we want to be clear that as it unfolds, we're going to be able to see why this person's behavior manifests as it does, but then we're also going to be able to understand ways to navigate away from issues without navigating away from people. And so it's very important that we do that, because we want to remember that, and I've done a whole devotional series on this before, that your family or those who are in your immediate circle are probably there because God has ordained them to be a part of your life. It's important that we keep our circles the way that God ordained them, because there's a meaning and a direction in it. And if we're well enough, we can manage any family circle, any dynamic, any person or groups of people in our lives without hindrance, if we are healthy enough. But it requires us to get to a certain level of identifying what the problem really is instead of being distracted by other things. Because I've seen the tornado of drama run through a house or a family and leave nothing but devastation, and you don't want that to be the case for you. So, no scripture for today, just a food for thought as we're establishing this devotional series. So I want you to, but know that we'll be looking at a lot of passages. Actually, we'll be looking at a lot of examples in scriptures of people who struggle with these issues of drama. Some families just really had a hard time with it, and they've been there since the beginning. But as we prepare for that, what I want to ask you to do in preparation is, one, if you're part of a family that has a lot of drama and it seems like a distraction and something you want to run away from, I'm going to ask you not to give up on your family. I'm going to ask you not to feel like you can't do with them at all. You just need to write them off. You need to put them to the side. I'm going to ask you not to do that. Ask you to reserve your position. If you're the person who creates drama, I'm going to ask you to be accountable for your behavior. If you're the person who likes to bring drama into a situation, no matter what, I'm going to ask you to think about why you might be behaving in that manner, and see if you can be able to hold yourself accountable to dramatic interventions that need to take place. Okay, so be thinking about that. Lastly, if you are neither one of these people, I'm going to ask you to pray for the people who are affected by dramatic distractions in families, because even though we're making it kind of light and I'm talking about it in a light way, these are big issues. There are people who don't talk to their siblings. There are people who don't talk to their parents. There are people who don't talk to their aunts and uncles and cousins. They have nothing to do with their family because of drama and stuff like this. And people have hurt each other in some serious ways. We're talking about all kinds of inappropriate behavior that resulted from this consequence or this phenomenon of an addiction to drama, and it becomes a big problem. And so I want to encourage you, if you're a prayer, please pray. If you are a drama activist, if you act dramatically, we want to ask you to pray about becoming accountable to the drama that you create in your family. If you are a person who's a runner, you run away from drama because it becomes too much for you, we want to ask you to pray about staying instead of running. And so I'm praying for you. I'm praying that you would heal, live, and grow. And I'm praying that you would continue to watch our devotional series, especially if it impacts your family, on drama and the impacts of the distraction that drama creates in the family, and how we can dissect and overcome these issues. We'll be back again tomorrow with another devotional series. Please continue to pray for Launching Legacies. We need your prayers, and we'll see you again tomorrow with another devotional. Until then, be blessed.